This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. Today, Wolfie and I went out for breakfast, and then we went out to the gun range. But in our travels, I found a yard sale. And at this yard sale, I got a couple of these cans. Now, these are like, I don't know, 2 gallons maybe. And they use these for gravy base or this says instant barbecue sauce. They use these in restaurants. Now, these are awesome things. We're going to clean this up and we're going to repurpose these, and in a few minutes I'm going to show you how, but first I have to go over the sink and wash them and try and get these labels off. Alright, we'll be back in a bit. Okay, now all I've got here is some folk art paint, and we are going to just take a pastry brush and I'm just going to cover the whole tin in 2 coats. And I'm leaving the lid on because I don't want paint inside the can. So when the lid's on and this is dry and we take the lid off, the edge will still be the regular metal edge. I'll show you all when it's done. Alright, we'll be back when I've got this in 2 coats and it's dry. Okay, now that our paint is dry, or dry enough, okay, we've had 2 coats. I have another one of these that I did years ago, and I tacked the outside. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine, but these are going to be used for things like oats and flour and stuff like that. Okay, I've washed my paintbrush, and here I have some chalkboard paint. And I got this at the folk art paint section of the dollar store, and I'm just going to pour some here on the paper. I'm picking green. It comes in green and black, and I am just going to paint a section on here. Now you can do this just any way you want. You can use a stencil, but I like the rustic look. So I'm just going to paint a section of my jar or my can in chalkboard paint. And can you guess why I'm going to do this in chalkboard paint? I'm pretty sure you've already figured it out. So that we can label the contents of the can whenever we change what's in it. Someday it may be oatmeal, someday it may be rice, but you can write it right on the outside of the jar, because these aren't necessarily for food storage. These are going to be more for in my cupboard. Okay, I'm just tidying up the edges here. Now, like I said, folks, this is pretty rustic. You can use stencils or anything like that you like. You can make this any way you want and decorate it any way you want. And when this is dry, you take the lid off. Now, Bob's your uncle. It's all nice and the edge is still nice. It's a little bit wet, so I'm just going to pop this back down. But the edge of the inside of your can is wipeable and sealable because you've got the metal showing. You have not painted the metal, you've only painted the outside. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, 25 cents. Come Come on, folks. It's easy as falling off a log. Have a great day. Bye.